If you follow the NFL closely, you know that the biggest storyline surrounding the Kansas City Chiefs right now is the health of their superstar quarterback Patrick Mahomes. For years, the Chiefs have been one of the most dominant teams in football, but heading into the 2026 offseason the situation feels very different. Injuries, roster changes, and uncertainty at the quarterback position have suddenly created one of the most interesting storylines in the entire league. And the big question everyone is asking right now is simple: what happens if Patrick Mahomes is not ready to start the 2026 season? According to recent reports, Mahomes is currently recovering from a serious knee injury he suffered late last season. During a Week 15 game against the Los Angeles Chargers, the Chiefs quarterback injured his left knee, and reports indicated that the recovery process could take several months. Injuries involving major knee ligaments usually require a long rehabilitation period, which means the Chiefs must carefully manage Mahomes' return to the field. For Kansas City, this is not a small issue. Patrick Mahomes is not just another player on the roster. He is the leader of the offense, a three-time Super Bowl champion, and one of the most important players in the entire NFL. When Mahomes is healthy, the Chiefs are always considered a championship contender. But when he is unavailable, the entire structure of the offense changes. There has been at least one encouraging update recently. Mahomes was seen attending the Big 12 men's basketball tournament in Kansas City, and fans quickly noticed that he appeared to be walking normally without a visible limp. While that does not mean he is ready to play football again, it is still a positive sign that his rehabilitation process is moving in the right direction. However, even with that progress, the Chiefs organization understands that rushing a franchise quarterback back from a major knee injury could be risky. Teams across the NFL have learned that patience during recovery is extremely important, especially when dealing with star players who are expected to lead the team for many years. At the same time, Kansas City is also dealing with another challenge. The team is coming off a very unusual season. The Chiefs finished the previous season with a 6-11 record, which was a surprising result for a franchise that has been one of the most successful teams of the past decade. Even more notably, the team missed the playoffs for the first time since 2014. For fans who have become used to seeing Kansas City compete for championships almost every year, this was a difficult season to watch. When a team with championship expectations suddenly struggles, the offseason becomes extremely important. Front offices must evaluate the roster, address weaknesses, and make sure the team is prepared to bounce back the following year. One of the biggest concerns for Kansas City right now involves the quarterback depth chart behind Mahomes. Last season, when Mahomes was unavailable late in the year, backup quarterback Gardner Minshew stepped into the starting role for several games. Minshew brought experience to the position and provided the Chiefs with an important safety net during a difficult stretch of the season. But during the offseason, Minshew signed a deal with the Arizona Cardinals, which means Kansas City no longer has that experienced backup quarterback on the roster. Losing a veteran backup becomes especially important when the starting quarterback is recovering from a serious injury. Because of this situation, reports around the league suggest that the Chiefs could explore the veteran quarterback market in order to add depth to the roster. One name that has started to appear in league discussions is Russell Wilson. It's important to understand that this has not been confirmed as a signing or an official move. At this stage, it is simply a possibility that has been mentioned in league conversations. But even the mention of Russell Wilson connected to Kansas City has caught the attention of many NFL fans. Wilson is one of the most experienced quarterbacks of the modern era. He spent the majority of his career with the Seattle Seahawks, where he helped lead the team to a Super Bowl victory and established himself as one of the most successful quarterbacks in franchise history. In recent years, however, Wilson's career has taken several different turns. After leaving Seattle, he joined the Denver Broncos, where expectations were extremely high but the results were mixed. Following that period, Wilson also spent time with the Pittsburgh Steelers before eventually playing the 2025 season with the New York Giants. During his time with the Giants, Wilson began the season as the starting quarterback. But later in the year, the team decided to move in a different direction and gave their rookie quarterback an opportunity to start. As a result, Wilson's role changed as the season progressed. Because of those circumstances, Wilson's future in the league has been the subject of speculation. And that is why his name has now been mentioned in connection with teams that may need an experienced quarterback. For the Kansas City Chiefs, bringing in a veteran quarterback would not necessarily mean replacing Patrick Mahomes. Instead, It would likely be about adding an experienced player who could temporarily guide the offense if Mahomes needs additional time to complete his recovery. In football terms, this type of role is often called a bridge quarterback. A bridge quarterback is a player who helps a team remain competitive while the long-term starter is unavailable or recovering. For Kansas City, the idea of having an experienced veteran available could reduce pressure on Mahomes to return too quickly. It would allow the Chiefs to focus on making sure their star quarterback is fully healthy before he returns to the field. Of course, at this point the situation remains uncertain. The Chiefs have not officially announced any plans to sign Russell Wilson or any other veteran quarterback. But the fact that the possibility is being discussed shows that the team is likely evaluating multiple options as the offseason continues. Before we go further, if you enjoy real NFL updates and in-depth discussions about teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, make sure you take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel grow and ensures you never miss future updates as this story continues to develop. Looking ahead, the coming months will be extremely important for Kansas City. The organization will continue monitoring Patrick Mahomes' recovery while also evaluating the roster and preparing for the 2026 season. If Mahomes returns to full health, the Chiefs will once again have one of the most dangerous offenses in the NFL. His ability to extend plays, make difficult throws, and lead the team in high-pressure situations has defined Kansas City's success for years. But until he is completely healthy and cleared to return to the field, questions about the quarterback position will remain a major topic of discussion. Whether the Chiefs decide to bring in a veteran quarterback or move forward with their current roster, the situation surrounding Patrick Mahomes' recovery will continue to be one of the most closely watched stories in the league. One thing is certain: the moment Mahomes returns to the field at full strength, the entire balance of the NFL could shift once again. And for Chiefs fans, that moment cannot come soon enough.